Voice is a Christian music ministry that works with young people, and at the heart of Voice is the passion to see young people grow in their faith, help them to develop their musical gifts, and give them a voice in this world for God through music. I officially started Voice back in 2010, but the seeds were sown back in 2009 when I was coming to the end of my music teaching job in a secondary school down south. I came to the end of that job feeling like that God was shaping the motivations and the desires of my heart, and I felt frustrated that I wasn't able to share my faith in Jesus with the young people. So I really wanted to find a way of being able to combine my love for music, my passion for working with young people, and my faith in Jesus, and being able to share that with them. A few months later, I moved up north and started another teaching job. But a few weeks into that, I felt God say to me during a quiet time, "Simon, I want you to serve me in other ways." And that was the nudge and the prompting that I needed to really go after those things that I felt I was really motivated and passionate about. And that's when we started Voice. In those early weeks and months as we started Voice, I don't think it was so much me taking a step of faith, but me taking a step into God's faithfulness. And I've seen over the past few years countless examples how God has been faithful, how He has provided for us and led us into what we're doing today. Our first project was to create a youth music group for a fundraising concert that we were doing at my church. The kids really enjoyed it, and I realised that it was a model that could potentially be replicated in other areas. This developed my passion for working with choirs and orchestras and giving especially young people who played orchestral instruments the opportunity to come together and to worship through their orchestral instruments. I've never really laid out a 5-year plan or a 10-year plan. I very much tried to hold my ideas and plans loosely and allow God to shape those and take us forward into what He has in store for us. Whilst I've tried to live day by the guidance of His Holy Spirit, and we've prayed constantly into that, there have been moments where God has explicitly met with me and shaped my vision. And one such time, during the middle of the night, I felt like I was encountering God's presence and I was feeling His Spirit physically and emotionally in other ways. And during that moment, I felt like God was giving me a vision and a plan for the future of Voice. And that resulted in the production of this mind map. And the mind map shows the different aspects of Voice. It shows our youth choir and orchestra, which is very inclusive and brings together lots of young people to perform and record music together. It shows our Voice Creative Artist Songwriting Programme. It shows our Voice Residential Programme, which brings together young people from across the country and some from abroad too. And we've seen how over the last few years, once God had shaped that vision within me in that moment, how He has taken us on that journey in fulfilling that. And we're really excited to see how that goes in the future. There have been challenges, there have been ups and downs along the way. And I felt the Lord in those early days as I was going to groups, and our groups were quite small, and I was insecure and questioning whether this was going to take off, whether the kids were really enjoying it. He was really challenging me to honour Him in everything, honour Him in those little ways and honour Him with those few kids. And it's so exciting to see how I've seen these young people over the years grow in their faith, growing their passion for Jesus, growing their worship to Him, just through that continued investment that I chose to make in them. And I'm so grateful that God challenged me and guided me in that.